Can you describe what your family life was like growing up?
Yeah, Sam. So growing up, I lived in a very Catholic family. My parents, Greg and Jody, and my three sisters and I. Erin is my oldest sister, Anna and Jill are my two younger sisters. We always grew up with the faith, going to mass habitually every weekend, praying together as a family, attending weekly CCD classes. Family life and faith life was very prominent, not just in our immediate family, but on our extended families as well.
So, what did you struggle with anything, especially growing up? I guess in high school or college.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. I definitely did. No, growing up, what I struggled with is I knew Jesus, but I didn't really have a relationship with him. And then coming into college, I saw that I desired that holiness and wanting to know Jesus, but I really wasn't striving towards it. And in college, I just kind of realized that I started to struggle with chastity in my relationships, and then I also struggle with trusting God in general through that. And it's been a very beautiful and hard journey with the Lord, working through that. But I'm so thankful for the Newman Center and the people in my life who pulled me out of those things and just brought me to the Lord through all those struggles.
Is there a certain instance or memory that you can bring back that whoa, this is where I really came to know Jesus better?
I went to sing, and I just remember having this huge moment with Christ. Just imagine this dark room filled with thousands and thousands of people, and Jesus is in the monstrous this altar, and the light just shining on him. And I just remember bringing all my hurting and my pain, and I'm just Jesus, if you're there and if you're with me right now, I need you because I am hurting inside. And I just heard this voice in my head saying that, Clay, I love you and I forgive you and I want you to forgive yourself. And I later saw this vision of myself walking in the gates of heaven with God. And I'm just I don't know what else that could be if it wasn't Jesus Christ becoming the center of my life. And that's when I just know that the Lord appeared in front of me.
What drew you to the Newman Center? Was it your oldest sister maybe coming here, or I guess I didn't know where she went to college, but what drew you to the
definitely.
Newman Center?
So my oldest sister, so all of us, side note, all of us are going through NDSU, all four of us. And my older sister, she always talked about the Newman Center and everything, all the opportunities that were here, such as Bible studies, getting involved with liturgical things. And it just really drew me to that because I grew up going to mass as a family. I wanted to go to another church in Fargo as a family. And I kind of followed in my sister's footsteps, and that's what really drew me here. But what kept me here was the other people that I was surrounded by people who were on fire for Christ and who aren't perfect like me, but just still striving in their faith. And it's really beautiful to see now and look back that I'm a senior right now, that my two younger sisters who are freshmen and a junior are also here, and I know that this family community that we're in, that's also keeping them here. Mm-hmm. So it's just been very beautiful to see and reflect on.
So what do you think you can most pull from your Newman Center experience and hope you can apply to when you graduate?
Wow, what a loaded question. I would say the leadership at the Newman Center, that I think leadership is a quality that I have, but I never really knew how to apply it in the faith life. And just my roles as a Bible study leader, being involved in different activities with the Newman Center, I really think that the Lord is calling me to bring those leadership experiences into a community. So I'm really excited to do that, but also just trusting in the Lord, because college is kind of messy, and I just really realized that I couldn't do it without the Lord. And I know that life gets messier outside of college, so I'm going to need to trust him more outside of it.
What are you excited about with the new Newman Center and all the talk about?
Yeah, so first of all, I'm excited that I don't have to deal with the construction because I'm going to be out of here. But secondly, I'm excited to see the impact and all the hard work and hours of all those who have been fundraising the past few years have been putting into it. But also, just like the joy of the Lord that like this building is going to bring from just like the mass services, but also like the dormitories, like bringing in sisters, just like a spiritual outpouring that this new facility is going to bring to like the people in Fargo and just especially NDSU. I'm just excited. I can't wait. But
In your young life, what's your favorite sacrament and why?
reconciliation, that I was just praying with that the other day, that reconciliation, growing up, I just thought it was so scary, so terrified to go all the time, but it's so beautiful that the grace and the mercy that the Lord has for us, and that every time that I fail, you fail, anyone fails, that like the Lord is constantly calling us closer to Him through reconciliation and that forgiveness. And that's honestly what's keeping me a large part that like I just fell in love with Catholic faith, is that I had this opportunity to go come closer to the Lord instead of like hiding in shame from Him. So, in closing, reconciliation is pretty great.
Is there any closing remarks you want to add that you think is really important for people to hear?
I would say keep trusting in the Lord. Even when you think you're the farthest from the Lord is still working mysteriously in your heart and your ways. And I'm just very thankful that I had people in my life that pulled me to the Newman Center and kept me here, because this place is something special, and I don't know how to exactly describe it, but like God is working wonders here, and I'm just very thankful for the Newman Center and all those who are here.